the UK stock market has had a big jump today, well, nearly 1% rise, which is a lot. And although I expected the stock market to go up a little bit, I did not expect a 1% rise. And quite often, when I expect the stock market to go up, it often goes down. And what's caused this rise? Well, the UK inflation figures were out today, and as a country, we were expecting inflation to be 4%, to have gone up. But it has gone, well, it's not gone anywhere. It's not gone up. It's remained level. So last month it was at 3.8%, and this month it's at 3.8%. And what that's done, that's kind of indicated to the market that because inflation isn't rising and they've got a better figure than expected, they think that the Bank of England is going to reduce interest rates on the next change. That's why the stock market's gone up. It's given a business a slightly more confidence that it has. However, with inflation at 3.8%, that is really not a good thing. And we really need inflation to come down as low as we can get it. We don't want stagflation, but we do want a minimal amount of inflation, but not much. Because what it means is all that money we're saving, we're putting away in the bank and hoping to gain interest, at the end of the year, it's going to lose 3.8% of its value. And if our interest rates, let's say our interest rates are around about roughly 4%, and that money we have in the bank, that £100, will be £104 because of interest, but because of inflation, that £4 would have wiped out and we'll have remained where we are. So in a sense, our money isn't growing at all. That's why we need to keep inflation down as much as we can. We could have a quick look on my computer and have a look at a couple of the figures, look at inflation, because I think there's a couple of interesting figures out today that, they're interesting to me anyway. And then I can take you through and show you what that's done to my account today and where my account stands generally. Let's have a look on my computer and see what it looks like. And while you're watching this video, I'm really trying to grow my account, and I could only do that if you subscribe. And if you watch these videos and you've not subscribed, I'd be really appreciate if you would subscribe, hit the button down there and join in. That would be fantastic. And that would give me the feedback that these videos are okay and you're enjoying them and they're worth subscribing to. This is the UK's Office of National Statistics website, and you can go on it and look at inflation figures for the month. And this is inflation figures for September 2025. And as you can see, inflation went right up during COVID and then came right back down again. Since then, it's been slowly going up. However, OOH, which is owner-occupied housing costs, are coming down, and it's catching the meeting. And that's one of the reasons why inflation's not gone up, because owner-occupier housing costs have come down and helped to bring inflation down. You can scroll down this website. It gives you all sorts of an analysis about what inflation is and what it's doing. And it also gives you some notable movements in prices. The one that most interests me, because it's the one that affects me more than anything, is food and non-alcoholic beverages. So last month it was running at 5%, and that was well over 1% higher than the inflation rate. That's dropped by over half of 1%, and it's now at 4.5. It's still very, very high for food. It's going up at 4.5% per month, but it is falling. It's come down, which is fantastic. And transport has gone up though. So things like buses, trains, aeroplanes, all the things that we use transport for, the costs that they are, that's gone up by over 1 percentage point as well, which is pretty bad. Communications come down, that's telephones and those sorts of things. That's really helpful. And recreation and culture's come down as well, which is quite nice. So they are the headlines really in my mind. The food one is the most important to me. They're the headlines, inflation. So based on what the stock market's done, let's have a look at what it's done to my trading account. So here's my account, and as you can see, Taylor Wimpey has gone up by over 3%, and that's because inflation hasn't changed. The stock market thinks that interest rates will come down based on that. And if interest rates come down, they think housing sales and will go up, and hence why Taylor Wimpey is looking better. It needed to go up because it was struggling. It was starting to creep down sort of £10, £12. Keller Group, which is a construction company, once again, same reason. That's gone up by nearly 2 percentage points. And Primary Health Properties has also gone up by nearly 2 percentage points. I don't know why that's gone up so much, but I can understand why the other two have. So let's have a look, see where these shares stand. So Taylor Wimpey now is less than £9 negative, which is amazing. Primary Health Properties was creeping up to £3.5, and now it's come back down to 2.15, which is awesome. We can keep going. And Keller Group, they've got a share buyback, so they're still buying back shares. That's why that's now in positive territory. I really need that to go up to about £3 before I sell it. But I will be definitely selling that when I can. So what's that done? Where does my account sit now? How are my shares doing? Let's have a look. Scroll up to the top. So we are currently sitting at today, right now, £363.43. And that means I've had an 81.7% return. And what I'm hopeful that that will go up to 100%, and I've doubled my money. And when that's done that, what I might do is take out my initial £200 stake and then just trade with the £200 that I've gained over the course of using that £200. And that £200 I've got left, that's just money that I've gained from doing this share trading, and I can then just take much more risk with that £200 and not have to worry about losing the money because I never had it in the first place. Yeah, so that's what inflation has done for us. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you found this video interesting about inflation. I don't normally post a video about inflation, but I think it is a big deal. And as we saw today, it has moved the market. And if you have found it interesting, why not give it a like? That'd be amazing. Thank you very much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.